In the military, you usually have to be pretty aggressive and you have to like have a firm hand, and there's definitely a reason for that. And sometimes my father felt like I went too far sometimes with some of those things, and so I think I naturally like decided to go so far in the opposite direction. I think kind of that first year, we were just happy to finally be together, and
it's like the honeymoon phase. Like
it really was.
Like we only were together and dated for like 6 weeks, and then he went off to Kentucky and then to Georgia. So a lot of our dating was long distance, and that was hard in its own way just because you're not together very often. And of course we talked every day on the phone, but it's just not quite the same. It's like, I think we just kind of brushed things off. We would talk about things, but like we didn't really want to get into the big issues. We were like, oh, like, but it's fine because we're finally together and that's all that matters. Kind of when COVID happened, everything shut down. And I feel like that's kind of when we realized like, hey, we need something, like we need to work through some things. We need to work on our communication. We need to figure out some of these issues that we've been having. And then we got the email about Strength at Home. A big part for me that this program really helped me feel, and I'm really grateful that we did it for this reason, is that it helped me realize that it's okay and it's normal to have issues in your relationship, and that there are people out there that are willing to help you, and it's not something to be ashamed about that you need this help in your relationship.
I feel like Strength at Home really helped me to also be a better husband, and to be a better listener too, and it helped us to see kind of where the other person was coming from. We were at a point, I think, where we're divorced. We had talked about it, where it was getting so hard. We look back now and we're like, okay, those times were really, really difficult and really hard. It led to us being able to be a lot happier now with the child instead of it being like a division point. I think it was such an important moment for us. How do you strengthen your marriage? How do you strengthen your home and not just let it be casual and just kind of let it pass by?
Before, we would kind of just push things off, and we didn't want to talk about the hard things. We didn't want to discuss the issues because it was just easier that way in our heads. Then after the program, I feel just a lot more confident in our ability to work through things. And I think that's a lot of what Strength at Home gave me, is just this idea that talking about issues isn't going to be an issue if we can talk about it effectively.